Hello again, everybody. Zach Attack is here with my WWE Raw Supershow review for December 19th, 2011. The aftermath of TLC tonight. The Raw tonight was a decent show tonight. Great showing out of TLC. Not much built for the Royal Rumble yet, but still finishing some TLC feuds, starting new feuds. And let me say this, man. I watched WWE a lot on television, and the crowds aren't as good as they once were. Tonight's Raw in Philadelphia, made as a wrestling city in America, proved it again. Philadelphia was on fire tonight. Philly crowd was on fire. You can see it from the opening segment, which kicked off with Punk coming out in a little announcer's voice, saying, "Alright, ladies and gentlemen, who won the TLC match? Was it CM Punk? Was it Miz or Budo? It was me!" Punk came out, did the same thing to introduce Zack Ryder, the new U.S. champ. We got a big ovation, big woo-woo-woo chants. And Daniel Bryan, the new world champion, cashing in Money in the Bank last night over Big Show. Those three came out, talking about them winning the titles, especially Punk retaining and Daniel Bryan and Zack Ryder winning. And that's a weird situation to have those three as champions. I like them all. It's a new era. You know, no more Cena's ruling the world. No Randy Orton ruling the world. You know, it's cool to see two guys, small guys, be world champion, WWE champion. A guy like Zack Ryder, who made his name on the internet, now become U.S. champion. And like I said before, Zack may not be a good wrestler, but he's got the personality, baby. Woo, woo, woo. The crowd loved every moment of these guys, relishing the victories of last night. But their tormentors, well, for Punk and Ryder, that is, they are tormentors. Budo Del Rio, Miz, and Dolph Ziggler, because Mark Henry's injured. But we saw Mark later on, same with Big Show, and Big Show's not a heel. So I guess we saw Del Rio, Miz, and Ziggler come out, talking about everything. They didn't talk, they just basically ran to the ring, got the butts whipped by Ryder, Punk, and Bryan, until we heard the Melander's voice. John Laurinaitis, the Executive Vice President of Televelations, and the Dream General Manager of Raw. And when I saw Ziggler and Budo and Miz come out, I was like, six-man tag. Six-man tag. Well, Laurinaitis cited as being unoriginal and uncreative, said he had a universe gift, a Christmas gift for the WWE Universe. So he made the six-man tag as I predicted, as Miz, Budo, and Ziggler would team up against Punk, Ryder, and Daniel Bryan, as Michael Cole calls it, the Three Stooges. Should be four, if calling that, because Michael Cole's a stooge. He should be like the Two Stooges. Cole and the Three Stooges should be Tonga, Laurinaitis, and Cole. Those are the Three Stooges in my book in WWE. So then we got our first match, a kind of a TLC rematch. Randy Orton taking on Wade Barrett. It was a regular match this time, unlike the tables match from last night, which Randy Orton got the victory. The match, we get what was okay. Orton controlled most of the match. Barrett got some head in with Randy Orton beating him outside the ring, beating him on the barricade. Orton had everything going his way. He just nailed the DDT from the bottom rope, and Orton was heading for an RKO. However, Wade Barrett got himself disqualified with a poke in the eye, with Randy Orton getting the victory. But Orton wasn't the last one standing, however. Wade Barrett, after the match, beat the crap out of Orton, which led towards wasteland on a table in the ring. Revenge, vengeance, redemption, whatever you want to call it, for Barrett after losing to Orton last night, getting RKO through a table. Now Orton got wasteland. Apparently, the Orton-Barrett feud has not been fully done yet. Since Orton got a full one-on-one victory on Barrett, I say either they're going to wrestle at the Rumble or they'll be in the Rumble, building towards maybe Elimination Chamber. Who knows? Can't really go to that point to February. We gotta focus on Royal Rumble. So Orton wins over Barrett by disqualification. On to our second match. Alicia Fox taking on Beth Phoenix, the Divas Champion. Awful defense of a title last night against Kelly Kelly. I thought it was Eve, but anyway. Divas match, don't need to say anything, but Alicia Fox hit a nasty move on Beth Phoenix. Beth may have had an injury to the face or whatever. Alicia Fox, who is a former Divas champion, got the victory over Beth Phoenix. Now, Alicia Fox is okay. I'm not the big Alicia Fox fan. I know Alicia Fox is now face, but still I'm not the biggest fan of Alicia. Of course, I remember she had the Divas Championship about, what was it, month and a half to 2 months last year until she lost it to Melina, who's fired at SummerSlam last year. So, who can beat Beth Phoenix? Well, Beth Phoenix hopefully will feud with Karma, aka Awesome Karma, when she comes back from having her baby. Next match, kind of a squasher. Sheamus taking on Jinder Mahal. What was it, 30-second squash at the Tribute to the Troops or something last week or whatever. Sheamus got another victory over Jinder Mahal in a 2-minute match. Not much to say about this match either. Sheamus didn't get a quote kick, but he got the Celtic Cross. I call it Razor's Edge. Same fucking thing. 1, 2, 3. Sheamus gets the victory over Jinder Mahal. Not much to say. Speaking of saying, John Cena had a lot to say. Cena came out talking about what happened with Kane last week, invading the match with him and Mark Henry, coming back and chokeslamming Cena. Then prompted Mark Henry coming out. Mark Henry's like, Cena had you down. Cena got slammed by Mark Henry, and Mark Henry actually got a groin injury, which was the cause of Mark losing the title of the Big Show, the Big Show losing to Daniel Bryan, although they did not address the groin injury. Probably Mark Henry get attacked or something on SmackDown on Friday to write him off for a while because of his injury. So Mark talked about beating Cena until Kane showed up, yada, yada, yada. Saying Kane's not the only thing you should be worried about me. Then, fire exploded. Here comes Kane, the fiery Kane, coming out. When Henry was out of the ring, Kane went in. Cena, want you. He was ready to beat up Cena. Then Cena, as we all had feared, after seeing the clips from the house show this past weekend of him clotheslining Kane, he clotheslined Kane out of the ring. But Kane didn't stay down for long. He dragged Cena from the ring, waved him against the announcer's table, then choking him out with his glove like this, like blood came out of Cena's mouth. As Cena was laying out in the announcer's table and being choked out by Kane, Kane whipped the shirt. You saw a little whip hole they made, so it would be easy for Kane to whip the shirt of Cena. Sending a message to Cena, beating the crap out of him again this week. Kane-Cena feud has begun. Who knows if they'll, like the situation for Barrett and Orton, will Cena and Kane wrestle at the Rumble in a match or be in the Rumble and towards another one-on-one match in the future. So who knows what happened to Cena-Kane feud. Let's see how it develops. Now, we saw a lot of Kane promos until he came back. Seeing another promo tonight about the old 1-2-12 thing. Profitless or whatever. But the little girl saying, I can't help you anymore. We didn't see a big hint. Probably next week will be the week we see a big hint about 1-2-12. So there you go. Now our next match, proof that the tag team division may be legit again. The Usos, Jimmy and Jay, taking on Epico and Primo, who wrestled a Boom last night. I said Hunico, but it should be Epico. Now, the tag team division needs a lot of work done. You know, Il Boom's the only legit team, but you know what? Usos and Epico and Primo proved that tag team division may be strong again. These two teams put on a great match tonight. Great match between these two teams. Young teams. Usos had a little push last year, feuding with the Hart Dynasty for the tag titles for a while with Tamina as the manager until she went out with Santino. It got released. We got Epico and Primo joining with Rosa Mendez. High, fast-paced action. Usos brought the match down. They had most of the match down. You know, with one Uso. I can't really tell them apart, Jimmy and Jay. One Uso at the end of the match went out against Primo. Well, Primo took one Uso out. One Uso kicked the hell out of Epico, like a Rikishi type kick, because they all Rikishi's sons. Then Primo came in with a little move of his own on an Uso. 1, 2, 3. Primo and Epico stole the match, coming an opportunity over the Usos. Great match. Great young guys wrestling. Great match. I'm glad it all gave a chance to shine. These two teams could be vital for a big matchup against Boom in the future. So who knows what happened with Epico and Primo. If they're going to another match, or if they'll give Usos a shot. But no matter what, I think tag team, get a couple more good tag teams in there. Tag team division could be vital again, especially if these two teams lead the pack. Usos and Epico and Primo, who they got the victory. Now on to our next match. Kind of a squash show. Cody Rhodes taking on Santino Marella. Now we saw Santino's promo for the Royal Rumble. He's on the pulse of this year. It makes sense because Santino was one of the last two with Alberto Del Rio, who won it. Cody was interviewed, and Santino came in, giving him a little Cobra for Christmas. Well, Cobra ate itself up as Cody Rhodes took on Santino following Cody's win over Booker T last night. Cody got a victory. I thought it'd be 30 seconds, but it was a minute or so. Santino looked okay out there, okay in the matchup for being a squasher. And Cody got the victory with an Alabama Slam, an ode to his former tag partner of the past, who he was tag team champs with, Hardcore Holly. Instead of using Crossroads, he's using Bob Holly's former move, Alabama Slam, like a spinebuster move. So there you go. And Cody Rhodes, I've said this in the past, he has a monotonous voice. His promo tonight, talking to Josh Matthews, he actually wasn't that monotonous tonight. He actually spoke kind of normal. If he uses this voice for promos, I won't make fun of him anymore as a promo guy. If he uses this kind of voice instead of his monotonous voice he's been using, give Cody credit for it. But he was okay in this match against Santino. We'll see what happens with Cody. Who's he going to feud with next? Since Booker's done wrestling, in my mind. So, last hurrah for Booker. Same thing for Kevin Nash. Last hurrah for him. We did not see Triple H tonight. But we saw a little bit of pictures from Triple H taking out Nash last night. Nash is out 7 weeks. But I'm hearing Nash may be out as an active wrestler. That's according to his Twitter. After we saw the match between Santino and Cody, on to the main event, which was the 6-man tag as CM Punk, Zack Ryder, and Daniel Bryan, the champs, took on the losers, Dolph Ziggler, Miz, and Alberto Del Rio. Great main event. I like that all three flew in the middle of the match, although Bryan kind of bummed a little on his move, but he kind of recapped with a little knee jump on Ziggler. And it was dominant, all three guys. Great fast-paced tag match. Great 6-man tag main event. Ziggler, Alberto, and Miz took their licks and hit their strides a bit. But it was Punk, Ryder, and Daniel got the victory. First, it was Miz getting a go-to-sleep by Punk, which led towards Alberto coming and attacking Punk, and Ryder getting his licks in with Ziggler, which left Alberto and Daniel. Daniel got waved against the ring post by Alberto, going for the cross-arm breaker, but Daniel countered with his label lock. It made Alberto scream heaven. Scream, where are you, Ricardo? Tapping out. Of course, Ricardo was taken out last night when Punk and Miz took him and ran him into a table when Alberto's man, Ricardo, was trying to climb the ladder to get the title. So that's why you didn't see Ricardo tonight. So there you go. Like I said, Alberto taps the label lock by Daniel Bryan, giving his team the victory as Bryan, Miz, and Ryder, the champs, rode off into the sunset. And I like the fact they went into the crowd. They entered the crowd tonight. I like that. They are fan-friendly guys. You know, they like the fans. They appreciate the fans and support, especially Ryder and his broskies. I'm one of them. Woo, woo, woo. I've said it on the show before. I am a broski. Not just because his name is mine. So, but good war, and I still like the fact that they didn't focus on promoting any Rumble cards tonight, anything for the Rumble. I think they should save it for January, at least start 2012 promoting the Rumble instead of ending 2011 promoting something for 2012. So, should focus on Rumble in 2 weeks, not next week. In Chicago, CM Punk's hometown, coming in as champion. So there you go. That is it for my Raw review. Like I said, decent Raw tonight coming out of TLC. We'll see what happens with the reigns, specifically the title reigns of Bryan and Ryder, how long they last. And I hope Daniel Bryan does well as World Champion. I really hope Bryan does well in his matches, defending the title. Same with Ryder. How long they will last as champions, who will know. Time will tell. Especially heading into the Royal Rumble. That is it, like I said. You've been attacked by the review from Zach. Thank you very much. Comment below. What do you guys think of Raw? Happy for Ryder, Bryan being new champions. Thoughts on Royal Rumble. And happy Cena's getting his ass whipped by Kane. Comment below. See y'all later. Like I said, happy holidays. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. And best in the world. Yeah. Goodbye.